Okay, here we go. So coming to lie down on your mat. Grounding, rooting, centering. As you rest into that support, you can let go of tension and gripping and allow the focus to come to the breath. Allowing the flow to be natural and easy, not forced. Maybe scanning the body, noticing what you've brought to your practice. Acknowledging the thoughts that happen to tug at you at this moment, and then allowing them to float away. Just for now, allowing the mind, body, and spirit to come into balance. And maybe you have an intention for your practice. Maybe you'd like to dedicate your practice to someone. Your choice, taking this time. Bringing the awareness back to watching your breath. Noticing any sensation in the body, how your body feels resting on the earth. Noticing the quality of the breath without judging it. Aware of where the inhales settle. And maybe you're even aware of the energy body, of just how much energy you have right now. Maybe you woke up feeling like you were going to accomplish a lot. Maybe you are giving yourself a rest day of rest. Maybe you're open to whatever comes up. Usually when we put our feet on the floor, we have an expectation. We base it on what we feel. Sometimes what's on the calendar, but more often than not, now we have an open calendar. So we can tap into how we feel and adjust for that. Bringing awareness to your left hand. Let the palms face up on both hands. And with your inhale, extend into the left hand. Maybe you are aware of the fingers extending. And exhale, soften. With your next inhale, extend into the left hand and reach into the left heel as you flex that foot. Right foot. Left hand, right foot. Exhale, soften. Inhale, reaching into the heel, opening through the palm of the hand. And one more round like this. Then bringing your attention to the right hand. And extending, activating, waking up the right hand. And exhale, softening. Inhaling, right hand, left foot, or waking up. Exhale, soften. Don't wait for my cue. 2 more rounds like this, exploring right hand, left foot. Nice. Bringing your attention to your left hand and softly making some circles through the wrist. Maybe you have to gently curl in the fingers, rotating around in one direction and then the other. And then add the right foot, rotating. Left hand, right foot, reverse those circles. Aware of the breath, and then find stillness. And then rotating through the right wrist, reversing those circles. And then adding the left ankle, right wrist, left ankle, reverse those circles. And then find stillness there. Rotating both wrists and both ankles at the same time. Slow, mindful circles, deep inhales, complete exhales, reverse those circles. And then find stillness there. Three rounds of breath, just noticing sensation in the body, how your body responds to that movement. And then letting the palms face down to the floor. With your inhale, allow the right arm to extend, reaching overhead of wherever it lands. Exhale, float it slowly alongside the body. Inhale, right arm extends, left foot extends, reach into that heel. Exhale, float that arm down, soften. Left leg, inhale, one more time, right arm, left foot, reach into the heel and the fingers. Exhale, float it down. Inhaling, left arm, reaching into right heel. Exhale, float that arm back down. One more time, inhaling, the palm stays facing up to the ceiling, reach into the right ear, exhale, palm comes to rest on the earth. With your next inhale, both arms extend up overhead as you reach into the heels. Exhale, float it down. Move with your breath for 2 more rounds, exploring that opening, meeting your body wherever it is today, not forcing any shape. And then resting in the stillness, the arms alongside the body. Pausing to notice how your body responds to the movement. Bending one knee and then the other to step the feet onto the floor in front of you. We're going to, you'll think of this as rolling in and out of bridge pose, but we're adding the arms. I'm bringing a little more attention to the breath. So feet are on the earth, shoulders slide down away from the ears. And with your inhale, lift the hips and the arms just to the ceiling. So straight up, yeah, perpendicular to their exhale, hips lower, arms lower. Next time, inhale up both arms to the ceiling. Let the right arm continue overhead. Nice. Exhale, both arms meet, bring right to left, overhead. To the ceiling. Lower the hips, lower the arms. Let's try that again with the opposite side. Nice. With your inhale, hips lift any amount, arms point to the ceiling. The left arm continues overhead with that inhale. Exhale, arms meet pointing overhead. And then the hips lower, the arms lower together. Nice. Take a breath. Inhale, both arms come up and overhead as the hips lift. Exhale, arms lower, hips lower. Try not to hold the breath. Inhaling one more time. Arms extend, hips lift. Exhale, lower down. Rest in stillness. Notice how the body responds to the movement. Notice any shifts. Rolling over to one side. Inhale there, exhale, gather the belly, press into the earth and bring yourself up. Pause, notice how you feel, and then allow yourself to come over onto all fours. Maybe you need a blanket. Move slowly, taking care of your body. When you're ready, exhaling into child's pose. We're going to move with the breath and increase our inhales and the exhales. I'll cue it, see if it works for you. Otherwise, breathe your normal breath. Just don't let the exhales get shorter than the inhales. All right, at least the same length. And maybe working on getting the exhales a little longer. So now you have some expectations, right? Try to let it go and just be curious. With your next inhale, take 4 counts of that breath to come into your cow pose. So heart extends, maybe the gaze lifts as tailbone lifts. Nice. With your exhale, hip creases, reach back, the arms soften. Maybe your forehead makes contact. One more round like this. Inhaling 4 counts. Exhaling, maybe you can slow it down to 5 counts. Nice. Inhale, 4 counts. Exhaling 5 counts. Inhaling 5 counts. Exhaling 5, maybe 6. Honor your body and your breath. Inhaling 5 counts. Exhaling 5, maybe 6. Last 2 rounds. Inhaling 6 counts. No efforting. Exhaling 5, maybe 6 counts. Try to get to 6. Inhale 6 counts. Exhale 6 counts, right? Make the exhale same length as the inhales. And then pause here in your expression of child pose. Let the body receive the effects of the practice. Notice any shifts. Nice. Mindfully inhaling yourself onto all fours and then coming up to stand in a way that is accessible for you. Pausing, taking an easy way, using the breath to guide you all the way up to stand. Noticing how you feel after being on the floor. Take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. And find your mountain pose. Now we're going to picture clocks. Lucky we learned how to tell time with an analog clock, right? So we're going to inhale and find our mountain pose 20 after and 20 of. Nice. Finding the breath. With your next exhale, let the arms float to either side of the body. Inhale, 20 of, 20 after. Exhale, float the arms to either side of the body. Inhaling, quarter to, quarter after. Exhaling, floating the arms down. Inhaling, 10 to, 10 after. Exhaling. Bring more awareness to the breath. Inhale, 22, 20 of, 4 counts. Exhaling, 4 counts. Inhaling, halfway, quarter of. Exhaling, floating it down. Keeping that 4 count. Inhale, lengthen, no efforting. Exhaling, floating it down. Taking it to 5 counts, floating down to either side. 5 counts a little higher. 5 counts softening. 5 counts extending. 5 counts floating down. Maybe you're staying here. Maybe you're inhaling for 6 counts. Exhaling for 6 counts. Inhaling a little higher, 6 counts. Exhaling. No efforting. Inhaling, extending, 6 counts. Exhaling, floating it all the way down. And pausing here in your mountain. Nice. Just 3 more rounds, offering coming to the front of the toes or lifting the heels, extending the arms to a height that feels right for you. So with your next inhale, the arms extend, maybe the heels lift or maybe the weight just shifts to the toe joints. Exhale, float it down, 4 counts. Inhaling for 5 counts. Exhaling, 5 counts. Staying there or exploring 6 counts. And 6 counts floating down, meeting the earth, pausing for a few rounds of breath. If you're not at the top of the mat, slowly, mindfully walk to the top, step to the top of your mat, allowing the weight to shift over the left foot so that you can step, slide, or walk the right foot back to your Warrior Two foundation. Noticing, do you feel safe, secure, supported? Enough space so that when you bend into that knee, it lands over the ankle. Okay, this is about the breath. Not so much about alignment, just keeping that knee safe. Same arm movement as we come in and out of our warrior one. Inhaling 4 counts, knee bends, arms come to 20 after 22. Exhaling, straightening into the knee, arms release. One more round like that, exploring your warrior. And exhaling. Deepening the breath, raising the arms, inhaling, 5 counts. Exhaling, 5 counts. Inhaling, 10 to 10 of 5 counts. Exhaling, floating the arms all the way down. Inhaling, 22, 6 counts. Exhaling, straightening into that leg. Inhaling halfway up, 6 counts of breath if possible. Exhaling, 6 counts. Inhaling, extending, floating up for 6 counts. Maybe pausing here in your expression of warrior one, or floating out of it, using that 6 count breath. With your next exhale, allow those arms to slowly float down with the breath. And then we can step that back foot forward and pause in your mountain, scanning the body, noticing any difference in the right side body and the left side body. Allowing the weight to shift over the right leg so we can step that left foot back. Find a safe, secure, supported foundation that honors this side. Find a gazing point. Inhale, exhale into your warrior one. Inhaling, arms extend to 22, 20 of. Exhale, they soften. Inhale, 1/4 knee is bent. Exhale, straightening, arms soften. Inhale, extending as you bend. Exhale, float it down, 4 counts. Moving to 5 counts, inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling halfway up, knee bends. Exhaling, floating out of the pose. Inhaling, finding that extension. Exhaling, floating out. Inhaling 6 counts, Exhaling at least 6 counts. Inhaling halfway up. Exhaling, floating it down. Inhaling, full extension. Maybe you pause here, finding the breath. Finding an easy way to be in the pose. And with your next exhale, floating those arms down, taking 6 counts to exhale and lower. And step that back foot forward. Pausing here in your mountain pose. To notice the body's response to the practice. Physical body, energy body, mental emotional body. What do you notice? Nice. Staying here or stepping to the long side of your mat, whichever feels comfortable for you. You're still in your mountain pose. We're moving into a forward fold with that breath count. Landing where, meeting your body wherever it is today. So if it's in your practice to fully fold, I trust that you know your body. If you're not bringing your heart lower than your hips, please take care of that, right? Inhale into your mountain pose. Exhale, hinge forward, allow the arms to reach, maybe crossing the wrists. And then inhaling, long spine, soft knees, arms extend up. And wrist cross. Exhaling, hinge forward, opposite wrist crosses. Inhaling all the way up, that opposite wrist crosses. Nice, exploring this for 3 more rounds. Your body, your breath guiding you into those forward folds. Slow it down. Extended inhales and exhales, and then coming to your mountain pose. Resting in the stillness of your mountain pose. Stepping to the top of your mat and mindfully bringing yourself back down into tabletop. Each movement is done with awareness, keeping yourself safe. So we're on all fours again. We're inhaling into our cow pose as the heart extends away from the belly. And with your exhale, floating into child pose or curling your toes under and coming into downward dog. What suits you today? Inhaling into your cow. Exhaling, downward dog or child pose. One more round like this. And floating into that child pose. Resting in the stillness of child pose for 3 rounds of breath. Notice how you're being in the pose. The breath is smooth and even. The front body is open. The back body is long. And there's a softness to the belly and an ease to the breath. Allowing yourself to come forward onto your abdomen. Walking the hands in alignment with your chest, next to your chest, on either side of the ribs, so close to the body, so that the elbows point back and the shoulder blades slide together. Extending through the toes to lengthen through the legs. Nice. Forehead, starting with the forehead on the mat. And we're inhaling for 4 counts into locust. If it feels good for you, maybe you reach through the toes and the legs lift as well. Exhaling, floating back down to the earth. Inhaling, heart extends and lengthens as the toes reach back. Exhaling, floating back. Next time you inhale, try extending for 5 breaths. Exhaling, floating down for 6 breaths. One more time, inhaling for 6 breaths, 6 counts of breath. Exhaling slowly for 6 counts. Rolling over onto your back, sorry. Allowing the knees to float over the hips, the palms of the hands on the knees. And with your exhale, draw the knees towards your chest. With your inhale, soften them away. Extend through the elbows. Exhale, hugging them in. Inhaling. 2 more rounds like this. And then coming to stillness after you've completed that last round, allowing the feet to float to the earth. Letting one leg slide out on straight in front of you, and maybe the other comes to meet it. Find the breath. Notice the body's response to the practice. The nervous system's response. Rotating the arms in their sockets so the palms face up. Maybe walking the legs a little wider, allowing them to just release. Letting gravity give a little tug. Drawing you closer into the support of the earth. Bringing your attention to your heart space. And visualizing a bright light radiating from the heart center. With every inhale, that light increases and moves out to spread into the fingertips. Move down into your abdomen, your legs, and the tips of your toes. Shining through the crown of your head. Your whole body glowing with that bright light. Allowing the breath to become more peaceful. Using the exhales to soften. Following the breath from beginning to end. Keeping that light glowing, radiating. Slowly bringing gentle movement into the fingers and the toes. Inviting movement into the wrists and the ankles. Deepening your inhales and your exhales. And with your next inhale, extending through the fingertips, the arms reach overhead. And with your exhale, they float to a comfortable position, stepping one foot and then the other to rest on the earth. Pausing here, feeling more awake and alert with every inhale. Using your arm as a pillow, rolling over to one side or the other. As you allow the breath to fill that heart space. Carrying your intention off your mat and into your life. Taking the time to be still, to breathe, to become aware. With your exhale, use your hands to press into the earth, to draw yourself up into a comfortable, easy, seated position. And with your inhale, the arms extend, maybe the heart lifts. With your exhale, the palms float together to meet at the heart center. And we lift our hearts and we bow our heads to honor that perfect light that shines in all of us and unites us. And we move forward with the intention that our practice be continuous, that it may be of benefit to all beings. May all beings be safe. May all beings be happy. May they be healthy. May they know peace. May they walk through the world with ease. Namaste. Thank you for sharing this little practice with me.